Well construction is engineered to ensure groundwater-bearing strata are isolated from the wellbore. This provides protection of freshwater resources during drilling, completion, and final production operations. Remember, completion here refers to hydraulic fracturing. A conductor casing is installed and the surface hole is drilled some distance well below the base of fresh or treatable water. It serves as the foundation. This prevents caving of surface soils. The surface casing is then set in the borehole and cemented in place to a prescribed distance well below the base of fresh water. Additional casing strings or intermediate casings with cement are then installed. These additional strings provide added protection to the freshwater zones and also protection from other hydrocarbon zones and saltwater zones. Some locations can have shallower hydrocarbon zones which need to be isolated. The well is completed to its total depth. Cement formulations are tailored to a formation in terms of temperature, depth, completion technique. Cement bond logs are often run to ensure that there are good seals. The cement bond log basically verifies if there is a good seal between the borehole and the casing. Other diagnostic tests and tools can be utilized to ensure good well integrity. These include pressure testing, corrosion logs, production logs, cement bond logs, casing patches, and chemical treatment. The American Petroleum Institute has an extensive library of recommended practices for all aspects of oil and gas production. For well construction, the guidance is API Recommended Practice 65, Part 2, First Edition, May 2010. These recommended practice publications are constantly being updated and revised. If the well has a horizontal leg, there is more exposure to the formation, thus making gas or oil production more efficient and economical. Horizontal wells are often 1 mile long, and some exceed 2 miles. Multi-well pads are becoming more popular where the laterals can expand out like the spokes of a wheel and capture more product from a single pad. The next graphic depicts where cement may be applied depending on the formation, the operator, the state regulatory requirements. Obviously, where the well is fully cemented provides the most protection. Generally, the idea is to isolate freshwater zones and hydrocarbon producing zones from the well to protect freshwater zones in the formation. There may be more than one freshwater aquifer in the formation that needs to be protected. In summary, some key production well construction issues are identifying the subsurface water resource, where it is. Sometimes there is inconsistent definition of exactly where this is, and local efforts and requirements may vary. The issue of cementing the casing to isolate the subsurface zones. Cement jobs are not always successful in isolating all zones. Attempting to fully cement the annulus in deep and long wells can result in poor jobs because this can be challenging. Cement bond logs are subject to interpretation. They're not always conclusive. Testing the casing is important, both prior to treatment and when refracturing the well.